Whatever happens during your life, that's really a direct message to you from God. So, where do we find out what's going on? By examining our own selves. Hi, Ellie Weber. Welcome back to the channel, my dear family and friends. A lot to talk about. I'm going to talk about inner and outer knowledge, kind of about the research of information and how information affects us and where we should be looking for the truth. I mean, truth is now really kind of under question. We don't really know what truth is anymore. We don't know our history. We certainly don't understand our science or our medicine or our financial structures. Everything is kind of up for grabs. So I'm going to examine this a little bit and just maybe help you and help me really get a hold on what I think is coming up and what we really should focus on as ascending beings. Please like and subscribe to the channel, smash the notification bell so I can send you other videos, let you know when the live meetings are taking place. Smash the like button. Like I said, check out everything in the show more. We have some cool products that go against the normal way of doing things, that go against the medical model. The products here do not put anything in your body that you don't already have. They just work on what you already have. And that's key to this. And it's key to what I'm about to say. So please like and subscribe, like I said, and let's rock. This is kind of an adventure. This particular video is a bit of an adventure for me, and it reflects an adventure in my life. So I'm very comfortable in my new house. I now have a new place to live, and I'm very comfortable here, and I don't like to leave. And yesterday I decided if I want to hang out with my son, I'm going to have to leave my apartment. As much as I love it here, I'm going to have to go and meet him somewhere. So I arranged to meet my son, and it caused me tremendous agony. I couldn't get out of the house. I couldn't find the right shoes, and I came back 3 times. Was I wearing the right things? Should I bring a raincoat? It was raining. Should I bring a raincoat? Should I bring an umbrella? Should I bring boots? I mean, all these things were going, and it made it very difficult. So much so that I was actually late to the meeting with my son. But this really helped me understand that this is what God wants me to think about. In other words, whatever happens during your life, that's really a direct message to you from God. So where do we find out what's going on? By examining our own selves. By knowing myself, I know God. Just like I used to be a fisherman. I used to come to the beach and I would stand at the same beach for many, many hours. So I knew it in all its nuances. I knew it when it was dawn. I knew it when it was getting dark. I knew it in high tide. I knew it in low tide. I knew how the fish would react. I really got to know it. And it's the same thing with us. We have to really examine our own internal workings and also examine what is God presenting me with. So I had to really battle with myself over this. And it was tremendous anxiety. I was really very anxious, which is not like me. I like to be in a sort of a comfortable spot. But I went through this anxiety crisis, and eventually I showed up at the restaurant and things went very well. But it gave me a chance to examine. Now, let's look at the intel picture. So here I am in myself, in my own space, my own understandings, my own thoughts. I'm aware of my thoughts. I'm aware of my feelings. I've been working on myself for many decades. So then we're faced with intel. First of all, there's the first level of intel. That's the level of intel where the deep state wants to make you panic, wants to make you frightened, wants to engage your emotions and make you angry and all these kinds of things. This one did this, and what an outrage. How could they do that? And this is a way of distracting you from your really divine purpose. And on the other end, even with the intel that we get from the source of 17, let's say, from inside military intelligence, that also can be terribly distracting, where we so paralyzed by waiting for the emergency broadcasting system and the 10 days of darkness that we forget what we're about. And I was very, very ready to just stay home because I'm so worried about, when the lockdown is going to start, when the emergency broadcasting is going to start going off. And I wanted to be in my house. But this is crippling as looking at the mainstream news. So we have to find a balance between our inner life and our outer life. And that's key. And I was planning to go on a trip somewhere for business. And I just, I told the people, I can't do it. There are too many things going on. So I was really being affected by the outside. I was looking at the news. I was watching the banks collapse. I was watching, all these information coming out. I understand we're in the storm. There's a storm of information pouring out. We have all the things with the medical situation, with the selection process, with Gilligan's Island and the little ones and the crimes against humanity. All these things are happening, almost debilitating effect on me. And I realized I can't go. And was inspiring me to go. She said, there's always something going to be going on. And like, does it really make a difference whether I'm in my house when it happens or I'm in some beautiful place? It really doesn't make a difference. And this is really, I think, a very important point. I know I'm not sure that this really connects as well as it does in my mind, but the idea that we really have to follow our hearts. We really have to look inside. We have to know that everything that happens to us, everything we think, everything we feel, everything that somebody says to you, all the reactions you get or non-reactions, all these are direct messages to you from God. So how do we know God? We know God by knowing ourselves. So just like when I was going fishing, how I would know, I knew the tides in every different facet of it. I understood that this kind of low tide, I could catch this kind of fish. At this time, in a stormy weather, I might catch this kind of fish. I got to know it in all its moods. And so too with us. We need to get to know ourselves in all our different situations and not freak out. Like I was freaking out yesterday, but I used that freak out. I used it. I said, what can I learn from this? What do I get from this? And by going through this experience, like all the experiences that we're going through now, you can better get to know yourself. And, scripture says, it says it all over Torah. Look at Psalms. David HaMelech, the Mashiach, the Messiah, King David, spends psalm after psalm examining himself, trying to deal with his Yetzer Hara, his evil inclination, trying to deal with his character flaws, trying to deal with his temptations. It's all about inner workings and how we make a confluence, how we join, how two rivers come together between our inner and our outer selves is really what this is all about. This is an examination. This is ascension. We are coming into the age of Aquarius. We're coming into an age where nothing we've ever seen before. It'll be so good. Why is it going to be so good? Because we are going to realize that our insides and our outsides are the same. It all depends on where I put my focus. If I put my focus on positive information, on positive things, even if I put myself into negative things, through the negative things, I'm going to find out positive things like I did yesterday. I was really out of sorts. And in a normal, like an ascension way, as a person who works on himself, I would say, I really messed up, man. I let myself get all juiced up over nothing. But no, it was a gift from God. It was a lesson from God to just relax, man. You're going to be okay. You can leave your house. You don't have to live like a refugee, and you don't have to be influenced to a point of paralysis by the news around you. Just let it go. Focus on your own heart. How am I feeling right now? Regardless of what bank is going down, regardless of who's getting arrested behind the scenes, regardless of who's in Gitmo now and who's already been to Gitmo, it doesn't matter, regardless of even the mainstream news. All this is just to help me learn to focus on my own ascension. Remember, 17, our Army intel, our military intelligence told us, they said, focus, focus. It said, do not do anything to jeopardize your DNA, and focus, 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 and ascend. That's the ascension process. Focus on your own inner workings. Be like David HaMelech, like King David, and figure out. They said he killed his Yetzer Hara. He killed his Yetzer Hara. He killed his evil inclination through fasting, through suffering. But our rabbis tell us that's not for now. We don't do that anymore. We're not made for that kind of thing. We have to do our examination through love, through understanding, through revealing, through taking out off the various barriers between us and godliness, really to going to source. Going to source means really, it doesn't mean going up on a mountain. It doesn't mean, going out of yourself. It means coming into yourself, really being one with yourself. What am I thinking? What am I feeling? What do I really want to do with my life? That's the main question. What brings me joy? From an inner standpoint, forget the world, forget what other people think you should be, forget what you think other people think you should be, forget what's going on in the mainstream news, forget what's going on in the right-wing news, in the military news, forget what's going on in the world. Just focus on your own personal messages. How are you connecting with source? Because at the end of the day, in this great awakening, in this great quantum age that we're coming into, everything will be about focus, focus. Whatever you focus on will expand. It's a very simple thing. It's not complicated. You don't need 15 rules or to do extra things or to brush your teeth in a certain way or eat certain foods. All you need to do is really focus on your own inner workings. Be loving and patient with your difficulties. Like yesterday, I didn't beat myself up. I didn't say, Ellie, you're getting freaked out about taking a subway ride. It's like, this is a no biggie for me. And yet I was letting it really affect me. So I had to go inside. God was saying, just go inside, man. Just get through the experience. And I forced myself through the experience. And by doing that, I realized that, you know what, it really doesn't matter where I am at any particular time. Wherever I go, there I am. So just have a great day. Know that everything is taken care of. Focus on your own inner peace and focus on what really brings you joy. Because once we make the transition, once we leave Mitzrayim, once we leave Egypt, once we leave the narrow place, once we leave the matrix, we'll be coming into the promised land. In the promised land, you get to do what you want all the time. And it doesn't mean, God did not say, let my people go so they can go party hardy. He said, let my people go so they can live a godly life. Godly means goodly. It means you're going to be fruitful and multiply. You're going to do the things you love to do. You're going to affect others in beautiful ways. And you're going to build a new world, a new architecture, new structures, new buildings, new playgrounds, new everything. It's going to be a beautiful, magnificent, light-filled, joyful, laughter-filled, child-filled. There are going to be lots of children in the future. Lots, believe me. They've all the prophets agree that in the time to come, the children will come forth with a very short gestation process. After a few days, a few hours, women will have multiple births from one union with her husband. So it's going to be amazing. So anyway, just buckle up, man, and just enjoy the ride. It's going to be a little rocky here and there, but focus on your own personal joy, your own personal ascension. Let the hard lessons roll off your back and learn from them and just keep moving on. Be like Nakshan, be like King David, examine yourself, but you still got a job to do. And the job is to bring joy to yourself and the world. Please like and subscribe to the channel, smash the notification bell so I can let you know when the live meetings are twice a day. Smash the like button, check out all our cool products down there. Again, they do not follow the medical model, and the medical model will be gone soon. They won't, all these hospitals will be converted into something else, or they'll just be knocked down, because we're not going to use this thing of like, you have to take a pill or you have to do this. This is not where the future holds. And these products like work on your own bodies. They like work from the inside. They work on what you already have. They don't supplement anything. They just give you more of what you need, more juice. Okay, so check those out. Have a great day. Laugh a little bit. Take yourself seriously enough and love yourself. May the force be with you. May God bless and protect you. And let's get out there with a big smile and rock the world.